Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Nice to have you. Lighten Up with Bo. I'm Bo. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here if you're some of the regulars that have been doing the lessons with me. And I just wanted to say thank you. Wherever you are in the world, I'm grateful. I want you to know that my website, the Lighten Up Movement, there's some fun little free PDFs you can have. There's a very inexpensive little, I call it a reset. If you need to kind of reset your spirit, it's something you can use over and over. It has some kind of grounding questions to reset you when you're in fear, some little play activities. But you can also just click contact and send me a message. If you want some one-on-one guidance or you have a question, I'd love to hear from you. But everything that I'm doing right now can be found at the Lighten Up Movement website, where I have these fun little symbols on hats too on the shop. If you want to walk in the world, and I have a few different ones, this one and one with the arrow pointing up. People will say, I like that. What is that? Well, I want to not take life so seriously, but when I'm stuck in this me that I think I am, I can't help but take it all so seriously. But when I lighten up into my soul, when I take a breath and call on my true spirit to take over, then I can relax. Then I can not feel stuck in everything meaning so much. So welcome, and I hope that this video today helps bring you a little lightness, whether you're doing these official lessons in A Course in Miracles or not. Again, I'm slowly starting to do other videos that are not just the lessons. Again, if you have a topic like, hey, talk to me about this problem in the world or this illusion or this issue, I'm happy to. But I think all these lessons eventually address all the issues anyways, because there's only one issue: a mind that believes it's separate from love or God or truth. That's the only issue that we have. Speaking of, we're on lesson 89 today. And lesson 89 is, we're in the review lessons, and that's where it takes two previous lessons, shrinks them down to one paragraph, and then we just kind of meditate for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning on the first review and 10 to 15 minutes at night on the second review. So whether you're doing the lessons or not, glad to have you, and I hope you feel a little lighter at the end of the lesson. So lesson 89 is a review of lessons 77 and 78. Lesson 77 and 78. Lesson 77 is, I am entitled to miracles. I am entitled to miracles because of what I am. I am God's creation. Love is its will for me. What is a miracle? A miracle is anything that is in complete and total love, as an expression of love and unconditional acceptance in the midst of all things. A miracle is a complete expression of love that cannot be harmed, that cannot be affected by the past or the future. A miracle is a shift in perception in the middle of fear. It's where love is total and fear is no more. It dissolves all fantasy and restores reality. A miracle replaces fear. Lesson 78 is, let miracles replace all judgments and resentments. Let miracles replace all resentment. Let love replace all hatred. Let only love replace all fear. You cannot worship fear and be in total love. Some might say that a miracle is when we decide to finally give up our attachment to fear. How many times have you heard somebody say, well, this is a good fear? There's no such thing as good fear. Some of you go, no, I mean when I'm about to stick my hand in a fire and I go, uh-oh, I might get burned. Well, that's not fear. That's just called wisdom, intelligence, intuition, right? Or when people say I have a healthy fear, there's no such thing as a healthy fear. All fear is unhealthy, right? Well, it's good to be afraid of the government. No, it's not. It's good to be afraid. No, it's not. Fear just births more fear. And fear births more judgment. And judgment births more resentment. Resentment births more anger. Anger births more attack. So let miracles replace all judgment. I'm willing to give up resentments and fear forever. I'm willing to give up that they have any purpose in my life. So let's start reading lesson 77. Remember, if you're doing this in the morning, it's a 10 to 15 minute meditation after you've read this paragraph 3 to 4 times. And then you just listen for a wisdom to speak to you, for a feeling, for a sensation that pulls the truth of this lesson closer to your being. Even if you don't understand it, you don't need to. So lesson 77 is, I am entitled to miracles. I am entitled to miracles. I am entitled to miracles because I am under no laws but God's. Now remember, that was the lesson yesterday. I am under no laws but God's. There is no law, there is no will but God's. So I'm entitled to miracles because I'm under no laws but God's. Meaning everyone is due a miraculous shift because the only law is the law of love. And because of that, miracles are not for some, but not for others. Miracles are for everyone, including you. Its laws release me from all judgments and all resentments and replace them with miracles. God's laws release me from all resentment and replace them with miracles. A shift in perception that is an eternal shift in perception, a shift in perception that never goes away, a permanent shift in perception, back to love from fear. That's the miracle. And I would accept the miracles in place of the judgments, which are only fantasies that hide the miracles beyond them. So what it's saying is judgments are really fantasies, right? Judgments can't actually get in the way of love. We just think they can. But all judgments and all resentments are really just meant to hide the miracles beneath the judgment. The miracle of truth, the miracle of love, the miracle of oneness, the miracle of unity, the miracle of freedom. Now I would accept only what the laws of God entitle me to have, that I may use it on behalf of the function that God has given me. Now I would accept only what the laws of God entitle me to have. Permanence, certainty, fearless expression, love, unending creation. Now I would accept only what the laws of God entitle me to have, that I may use it on behalf of the function God gave me. So all the things that the miracles will avail when I have a shift of mind will allow me, on behalf of the function of forgiveness, of forgiving the distorted minds of others, to be a shining light in the world of forgiveness and freedom so that other minds will choose to join. That's all Jesus and all the spiritual masters were doing, is calling us to join them. You guys are putting me on pedestals. You are the same. We are one. You only recognize the light because you are the light. Join me in being the light. But you got to be willing to stop being the dark. You can't be both. Sorry. Well, but I like my little comfort zone of fear. Oh, no, break away from those. So you read that paragraph I just read 3 to 4 times. I am entitled to miracles because I am under no laws but God's. Its laws release me from all judgments and replace them with miracles. I would accept the miracles in place of the judgments and resentments, which are just illusions that hide the miracles beyond them. Now I would accept only what the laws of God entitle me to have, that I may use it on behalf of the function it has given me. And then meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. The review of lesson 78. Oh, and then these are the little short ones that those that are doing the lessons can use, or in whatever words you want to make throughout the day. You can use these throughout the day as little thoughts to kind of anchor you in the middle of any kind of fear or judgment or issue that you have. Any kind of issue, you could say, behind this is a miracle to which I am entitled. Any issue you may have, you could say, let me not hold a judgment or resentment against you so-and-so, but offer you the miracle that belongs to you instead. Or seen truly, this offers me a miracle. If I see this correctly, maybe what I'm experiencing through fear is actually offering me a miracle. Lesson 78, your nighttime meditation. Let miracles replace all judgments and resentments. Let miracles replace all judgments and resentments. By this idea do I unite my will with the Holy Spirit's and perceive them as one. Now, I've struggled for a long time with what is the Holy Spirit. When I hear what is the Holy Spirit? The Spirit being an essence, a spirit, the Spirit of holiness, the Holy Spirit, the untainted Spirit, the Spirit of the intelligent voice, the small, still voice of joy and peace that always communicates calmly and quietly and peacefully and lovingly and patiently. And it is the part of God's mind that has never been affected by our dream of separation. The soul that fell asleep and started dreaming it was separate. This spirit, this essence that is a constant connection and vibration of light and truth and reality with a capital R, that speaks quietly, softly, and simply with ease. It talks through words in our mind. It talks through sensations in our body. It talks through other humans in the dream. It speaks to us in loving communication because it is always in the state of love. So by this idea, let miracles replace all judgments, do I unite my will with the Holy Spirit's, and I perceive them as one. By this idea, do I accept my release from hell. Hell being a state of mind where you think you're actually separate from everything. That's what hell is. By this idea, let miracles replace all resentments. Do I accept my release from hell? By this idea, do I express my willingness to have all my fantasies of mind, all my illusions of thought be replaced with truth, according to God's plan for freedom. I would make no exceptions and no substitutes. I want all of heaven and only heaven as God wills me to have. So I want all of heaven. What is heaven? A state of mind where we are restored to a unified experience, where we live in the permanent state of oneness forever. The very concept of past and future is no more. I am forever, and I am in a state of forever. And that creative, playful, expressive state of forever is the state of heaven that I abide in with this one creative force we call God. We call Abba. So I want all of heaven and only heaven. Subtle little key on words there. One could say the miracle is a mind that is completely let go of any desire to have anything but heaven. No matter what you're doing or what relationships you're active in or what you're active in the world, you put everything in the desire of let it all be to be that I may be restored to heaven in my mind. Let everything in my life, my family, my friends, my job, my visions, whatever I'm working on, let it all be used to remember the truth that I am the Christ with my brother Jesus, that I am the Christ with my sister Kuan Yin, that I am the Christ with my brother Buddha. We are the Christ nature, the one shared reality, beyond duality. Non-dualism is a word for oneness. I am one. Duality is unreal. There is no truth to it. I am in heaven. So you'll read that 3 to 4 times slowly and meditate for 10 to 15 minutes and then go about your day peacefully. By this idea do I unite my will with the Holy Spirit's, and I perceive them as one. By this idea do I accept my release from hell. By this idea do I express my willingness to have all my fantasies be replaced with truth, according to God's plan for freedom. I would make no exceptions and no substitutes for God's will, for freedom. I want all of heaven and only heaven as God's wills me to have. And throughout the day, you could say little things like, in the middle of any judgment or resentment or temptation to go into rightness about anyone or anything, you could say, I would not hold this resentment apart from my freedom. Let me not hold this resentment apart from my freedom. You might say it internally, oh God, please not let me hold this resentment against my freedom. Or let our resentments be replaced by miracles. Right? Beyond this experience is the miracle by which all my resentments are replaced. Beyond this seeming resentment lies a miracle. So I hope you feel a little bit lighter, whether you're doing the lessons. Congratulations. Way to be committed to your own freedom. Congratulate yourself. You don't need my congratulation. You are entitled to miracles. Let the miracles of perception replace all your resentments, even if you don't know how that's going to happen. Be willing. Somebody might come into your life that say, hey, let's go to this workshop where all we do is write our resentments and be willing to release them. Great. Stay light, climb a tree, play, have fun. See you on my website or another lesson soon. Again, it's lightenupmovement.com. And thanks for tuning in. Stay well, stay blessed, stay light.